Namaste. Welcome to online Bharatanatyam session Nadanam by Kalakshetra School of Arts. From this episode, we are starting our online session. In this video, we are discussing a brief about Bharatanatyam origin, Bharatanatyam Namaskara, Dhyana Sloka in Bharatanatyam, and the three main mandala or positions of Bharatanatyam. As everyone knows, Bharatanatyam is the art form of Tamil Nadu, and it has been written in 2nd century BC in the Tamil Nadu epic called Silappatikaram. It is calculated that in the 8 art forms of Bharatanatyam has a top place in 8 art forms. So how this Bharatanatyam is how the rules are followed, how it's originated is it's derived means it's we are following the rules of Natya Shastra. So then let's look how Natya Shastra is originated. In Kreta Yuga, that is the Yuga before Rama period. In Kreta Yuga, people were evil-minded and they have no respect between each other. So seeing this, the devas or that lords means lord deities have trouble, and they went to Lord Brahma for a solution that people became evil, so they will not follow the rules, though maybe problem will happen. So Brahma turned to Dhyana and introduced a new Veda called Natya Veda. That is, we are considering as our 5th Veda. So Brahma introduced this Veda from the 4 Vedas. He taken many things from the 4 Vedas. So this Veda cannot be understood by a simple person. So he found a suitable person called Bharata Muni. He is a saint. He given this Veda to Bharata Muni. Bharata Muni read this and he understand that this can't be understood by a common or a simple person. So he converted this Natya Veda into Natya Shastra, that is written in Sanskrit. And he first presented, everyone knows that the story of Paladi Mardana. He first presented the story of Paladi Mardana in Indra's palace. So everyone watched, like Lord Vishnu, Shiva, Lord Parvati, everywhere was there. All were likened the story, and while watching this, Shiva has inspired. As everyone knows, Shiva is the Lord of dance we are thinking. So Shiva gave his contributions also to Bharatanatyam Shastra called Tandava aspect, and Lord Parvati Devi gave her contributions to Natya Shastra called Lasya aspect. So we are having 2 aspects in dance, that is Tandava, which means very vibrant dances, and Lasya, which having Sringara expressions. So including these things, the Natya Shastra has been written in volumes, and now we are following as per the Natya Shastra rules. Coming to next, we are discussing about Bharatanatyam Namaskara, Dhyana Sloka, and 3 main mandalas. So Meghna will introduce how to do these things. Let's watch these 3 things. So from next episode, we can start from the Adavus in Bharatanatyam. So if everyone is new to my family, please subscribe, share, like, and press the bell icon for
Bharatanatyam Namaskara. The concept of Namaskara is the dancer or the performer presenting his or her performance to sidewards, orchestra and the musician, touching floor and keeping on eyes to Bhumi Devi blessings. Above head is God, between forehead Guru, and in front of chest to the audience. So this way we do Namaskaram before and after every performance.
Next is, we are moving to the Dhyana Sloka in Bharatanatyam. आङ्किकं भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्ववाक्मयम् आहार्यं चन्द्रतारादितं नुमः सात्विकं शिवम्. The Dhyana Sloka, we are explaining about Lord Shiva. Angika means Lord Shiva's body. Vachika, Shiva's sound, speech. Sarva Vakmayam means the sound of the whole universe. Aharya means Shiva's jewelry. Chandra, moon. Taradi, stars. Tum is respecting. Satviga means pure, divine Shiva. So, we are explaining that Lord Shiva's body is the whole universe. His sound, speech, everything is this universe sound. His ornaments is like moon and stars reflecting in the universe. Shiva is pure.